The All-Star game is cooked. All the things that we have for it the whole weekend, it's done. It's down the drain. It's donezo. If you didn't see Adam Silver, I think after the game when they gave the MVP trophy to Dame and saw how he was visibly looking, it looked terrible. He looked terrible. He looked disgruntled. And then it came out a couple of things. One, the NBA encouraging players to take the game seriously. And two, the efforts that the NBA has made in order to, have better performances and better outlook. So Andre Iguodala, Larry Bird, and Julius Erving reportedly made visits to the All-Star locker rooms before the games to stress the importance of competitive play.
Oh, man.
Whoever snuck this photo is crazy. But yeah,
that's unfortunate.
And
the first one play. I'm about to say you just throw it.
Doing a shot off thing. Now, mind you, Larry Bird at the beginning of the game, this was right before the game, he talked about it.
Because they play hard. The one thing I would really like to see is they play hard tonight in this All-Star game. I think it's very important when you have the best players in the world together. You got to compete, and you got to play hard, and you got to show the fans how good they really are. So I hope you enjoy your weekend. I'm enjoying mine. Have a good All-Star game.
Yeah, I got a hot take about this, man. But keep going.
Now, they also changed the requirements from the All-Star weekend. They upped them for location's sake. You got to have, crazy amount of hotel rooms, crazy amount of convention center space, domestic flights going out left and right every single hour. I'll get the exact numbers. But it puts it to be like big cities, pretty much. Big cities are going to be the only ones that can not afford but accommodate these games. 7,200 hotel rooms in a minimum of 3 5-star hotels. Convention center of 650,000 square foot of exhibition space. 75 nonstop domestic flights and at least 20 international flights. Didn't really get who those places were, but people are putting the guesstimations in the bottom of who wouldn't make the cut. Milwaukee, Indiana, Cleveland, Charlotte, Detroit, Minnesota, OKC, Utah, Sacramento, San Antonio. B-Souls, we good. Boston, Atlanta, we good. Sage, I said we good too. Yeah, we good.
DC should be straight.
We good, man. Charlotte?
That's crazy. We had one. We hosted one. That's insane. We hosted one, and it wasn't even that bad. That's crazy.
It wasn't even that bad. What year y'all had?
Shit was cool.
It was one of the recent years. It had to be within the last.
Yeah, I think LaMelo was in the league, if I'm not mistaken.
I'd say it had to be within the last 2 years.
But last two things to tie into this, because I'm gonna be nasty with the last tie-in. Like I said, they've tried things to make things better. Vince Carter confirms that the NBA had plans to offer 4 superstars $1 million each to participate in the dunk contest, but the arrangement fell through when the guys pulled out. It was Kobe, T-Mac, LeBron, but guys didn't want to do it.
What year was this?
I don't know.
06.
I'm about to say this had to be like 05, 06, 07.
That would have been crazy.
And they didn't want to do it then. And these are the competitive.
But it's LeBron's fault.
And I just want to put this last thing.
That's $1 million back then too.
Because this is going to be nasty as a tie-in. This is from the NBA Central. The Blazers have lost 60% of their local viewership, indicating significant drop in their fan base.
Oh, man.
The writing is on the wall. Not only is it the All-Star weekend that's dying, but the entire NBA.
I beg your pardon.
No.
Rats.
Pivot out.
And y'all wanted me to die in this niche, huh?
Trying to pivot out, man.
So you said you had a hot take. I mean, take it away, buddy. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, my hot take when it comes to NBA All-Star Weekend is I truly don't like if the NBA somehow implements changes and rules to truly incentivize people and players to play hard, we are gonna see exactly what we saw a couple weeks ago when Joel Embiid got injured against the Warriors and that whole conversation. Now, hear me out. I feel like if players actually tried in the All-Star game, all it's gonna take is one injury for all these fucking podcasts to go on their podcast and say, see, this is why we don't try. This is why we don't try. And now here we are, and now we're getting injured in meaningless games. And now there's going to be a counter movement to make the NBA looser once that shit happens. I'm telling you right now, that's what's going to happen, in my opinion. It's a hot take. I already see the faces.
You turned heel.
But yeah, that is my hot take.
You turned heel.
This brother is not cooking. Oh,
But,
Okay.
I'll go and then Omar, you want to go first or I'll go? Because I think we're
Mine
gonna.
is still-
I definitely disagree, but I see her. Omar, Damo said that he was
mine is short. If an NBA player gets hurt in an NBA game, like does anybody hear
But an
it?
unnecessary NBA game.
You can say that about the game that Joel Embiid got hurt in. It was unnecessary for him to play.
I know.
It doesn't matter.
y'all both stupid.
If an NBA player, and then you know what's crazy? They justified that to shorten the preseason in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's too many games.
They did.
We're getting hurt. We need to shorten the preseason. We need to
Preseason
shorten
3
that.
games now.
Then
Now, I am pro the 65-game rule. That's all I'm saying.
now and then
I
a
want
couple
people to try.
then a couple weeks, years, or whatever later, yeah, teams are just underprepared. Oh shit, nigga. Y'all took out the training camps. Y'all took out the preseason, and now niggas is just coming in playing football. Now watch the football heads. Omar's such a fucking casual. But as I remember, that's what happened, and so it's the same. Man,
Your work is what seems was that's.
they get paid to play. Let them play basketball, dog. They was gonna do it in their offseason anyway. If that's the case, put in everybody's contract. Hey, don't play no recreational basketball. I don't want to see. If I see you with Chris and Chris Brickley in New York, or if I see you down there with Chris Johnson in Texas, or if I see you with Rico Hines in LA, if I see you in Seattle, if I see you doing a pro-am, Drew League, any of that, you're done. If y'all care that much, have them be done with all that.
My thing is, brother. Oh wait, no, I was supposed to let Damo go. So even debate. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think my problem is, Mr. Benji Souls, as I said last pod, is these niggas, as Omar was alluding to, will practice hard with Chris Brickley. Other creators, if they want to make a video with each other offline. But when it's All-Star weekend with the fans that have literally adored you to the point where they're paying literally every ticket in that arena is overpriced. They're also tapping in with a bunch of other famous motherfuckers and shit. And y'all just don't want to put on a show. It's not only like, obviously they could do it, and I'm not saying 100%. That's where me and Omar disagree. Omar think, hey, bro, it's another game. Just go on ball. I'm saying at least 50, 60. Oh, you're not? All right, bet. Well, I'm saying like 50, 60% just be cool. Don't clothesline a nigga when they going for a dunk, but like same time, bro, just it don't hurt. It really don't hurt to just put on the show. If someone ever gets injured, yes, it'll be pointed to. But that's the same thing. That'd be like saying that shit with Team USA when Paul George snapped his leg in half or whatever the fuck. It'd be like, I mean, at that point, don't go over there because this ain't going to do nothing for your NBA standards or anything like that. So I think it's the difference between asking for 50 and 0. And I think I find it, I will straight up find it disrespectful that they just don't want to put on a show for that audience. Like the whole weekend is about them not caring about everything but the 3-point contest. And it's ironic that the 3-point contest is the one thing that people actually like. It's the one time that they don't just go over there and try to miss threes. It's crazy to me.
Go ahead.
I thought you were cooking, so I mean, I feel it. I definitely see exactly what you mean. I see the vision. Players start playing hard. One bad incident, and then now everyone's on the opposite side, and we're on the opposite side of the spectrum. It's literally the East versus West changing to the captain pick or whatever it is, and then we do that for 3 years, and then I like we do miss East versus West. Hey, now that East versus West again, now niggas like the captain.
Nostalgia's stupid, Damo. No. I'll say that.
Captain.
Nostalgia's stupid. That's why that happened. Captains was fire. I don't know why the fuck.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, go back to the good old way to blue.
It happened a couple years. The niggas started asking. I mean, the East has caught up. I mean, the East is competitive.
Yeah, I hated that, man. Captains was fire. I don't know why they got rid of
tougher than the West now. Maybe we should do East and West. Like, and now we're doing that now, and we abolished a good idea. So I see where you're coming from. I definitely agree.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's just in terms of it. For me, I am pro the 65 game rule. I want to make that clear. And if the NBA somehow incentivize players to play harder in the All-Star game, I am for that. But all I'm saying is, all it's going to take is one injury, and the conversations will look very, very similar to what was going on with Joel Embiid a couple weeks ago. And I would like to see how people's stance change if we even get to that point, which I don't think we will. But my big question that I asked on my stream is like, do y'all even care about the All-Star weekend being great? Or is it just like, for me, just another weekend? You know, just like it's just a media weekend, a spectacle event for the NBA. It's a break for the players. Like that's it. And I don't really care what the fuck happens, because that's what it is to me at this point.
And that's the problem with it. The answer should be, without a doubt, yes. Whether you want to look at kids cartoons, whether you want to look at fucking WWE, whether you want to fucking look at the Grammy Awards, literally anything where a bunch of the top high-end superstars are in the same field and supposed to put on a show. This is the one atmosphere outside of the NFL, but the NFL is a completely different game because, my God, you hit each other. That actually is crazy. But this is the one sphere where sports seems to be where it's like, oh yeah, we don't care. No, I should 100% care. All-Star Weekend is literally marketed because we should care. And the fact that it's a debate is because I think it's one of those things, I forgot what it's called, but when you're like numb to being abused type shit, like when you just get numb to the shit, it sounds crazy, but I'm serious. I think like literally fans have just been not even gaslit, but just been like given such bullshit over that like that question exists, and there's going to be people that say no, but reality is the answer should 1,000,000% be yes. It may should matter even more. Winning the dunk contest, I'm not going to say should matter in all time debates or anything like that, but that should be something that's like, oh wow, yo, bro is really fire. Winning the 3-point contest should be an agenda push for who's a good shooter, who's a great shooter. But it's not, because these motherfuckers don't care. Being good in the All-Star game should be damn telling. But these niggas don't care. Now, that's obviously a perfect world going all out in the All-Star game. I'm never going to act like, yo, if Kobe got hurt in the 08 balling out in the All-Star game, I wouldn't cry in the car. I'd be pissed in the car. But, hey, I'm asking niggas to just practice. Just treat it like a practice, all right? If it's a blowout, it's a blowout. Treat it like a motherfucking practice. That whole fourth quarter shit, there's people like the nostalgia thing. I'm with Damo and UB Souls on the East versus West thing. That was the most nostalgia shit possible. I was actually shocked when they did it. I was like, oh, wow. The whole vibe a couple years ago was, oh, yeah, captains being able to pick. This is like pickup game vibes. But then they don't play a pickup game. Like, oh, my God. Like, play a pickup game, bro. Dead ass. Play it like how you would a pickup game. The last thing I'll say, for anybody that's gonna try to cook up, because I don't be in the comments. I really need to check keep it about comments, but I don't. I'm just gonna ask, bro. We really having these conversations about world-class athlete right now? I'm not gonna lie. Like, listen. I know that sounds Mickey to motherfuckers, but Kevin Durant is 7 feet tall with elite mobility. He's probably shiftier than everyone watching this video, and he's 7 feet. Same thing with fucking Wemby. Wemby probably stronger than everybody watching this video, and we accuse him being scrawny. Not to mention super niggas. Granted, LeBron's old, but like Zion, D-Book even. I know D-Book ain't like these niggas are one of a kind athletes, and we're asking them for one night. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, y'all can't do anything. I don't want my precious little nigga getting hurt. That's crazy, bro. Just one time, bro. One night.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time echoing what Sage said, but it never really made sense to me that people mark certain games to say like, oh well, they could get hurt, and a basketball player playing basketball could get hurt. Like it never really registered with me. Like I get what people are saying, but again, a basketball player playing basketball could get hurt. No shit, it is possible. But because you play more basketball doesn't inherently mean that you're going to get hurt. Yeah. So it is what it is. Again, and this is the last thing I'm saying. Again, I think that there are alarms that are ringing off. There are sirens going off, and people are trying to correct it. And again, the youth is just, again, suck it, old man. The future is now. Halle 3. I'll rewatch the pod. Hey, I rewatched the last pod. I'll rewatch the pod. I rewatched the last part. We are funny as fuck.
Oh my god.
Nah, and we be spitting because that specific scene, somebody like commented, and I went to the timestamp and I let it play in the shower. I was like, damn, Sage was really spitting. Oh shit, Damo was really cooking. I ain't gonna lie. Everybody, these boys cooking. I didn't cut it off. And I listened to the rest of the pod. I was like, damn, these guys are fucking good.
Hey man, I'll say this, B Souls, because I seen someone type something, and I'll give you this, or I think we all agree. If there were to be a change, it's not Giannis comes out there and tries to drop 50 thing. Man, they would just clown him for tryharding, and and then they'd be like, yo, why are you tryharding in the game or whatever? And then that'll probably set us back even 10 more years. So if for the change to actually happen, it's gotta be 10 niggas bet we hooping. And then that could set the tone. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll say that because Black Man brought it up. It'd be the easiest thing to call a motherfucker whack if only like 2 players out there try hard. And that'd be crazy.
I said this a couple of days ago. Like, I think the new generation would hate Kobe if he came up in this generation the way, like, we know Kobe. Like, a lot of players, if Kobe was a dude going into the All-Star game tryharding, that's what they would call him. They would call him a tryhard. They would call him an MJ Dick Rider. You know, these things, a mid-range merchant.
Yeah, actually, I agree.
So.
I don't agree with that, actually. I think if Kobe came up today, if he came up in this exact era, you're dropping Kobe into today's level of players. He's 21 years old, and he's an all-star level player. I think if he's coming up today, he's going to see guys around, especially guys around his age, but he's going to see great players and think, I could bust your ass. And in today's league where, I mean, even with Benedict Mathurin, look at the reaction niggas got from Benedict Mathurin. I ain't know Benedict Mathurin was like that. I think he got a little bit of dog in him now, telling Jaden Ivey, nigga, you know you can't guard me, right? In the Rising Stars game. I didn't know he had that in him. So seeing stuff like that, I mean, if that's Kobe in the All-Star game telling Ant, hey, get locked up. And if he gets locked up, you think he's not going to get memed? If Shea gets locked up, you think niggas not going to go on Twitter immediately? See, this is why Ant's better than Shea. Look, Kobe's clamping him. Like, I feel we are coming from. There might be the trolly-ass, classy niggas calling him a tryhard, but then there'll be all the people that are begging people to try hard, championing that shit right now.
Not to say that it was all hate. Not to say that it would be all hate, but yeah, no. Go ahead, Zay.
I raise you the Tatum discourse. I raise you the Tatum discourse that's going on right now, where he called himself the best player. Tatum and Loki got quotes. I ain't gonna lie. Probably Celtics.
Don't be press run. Don't be press run, man.
Tatum got quotes, but I raise you that. I'm not even doing a gotcha. What do you think about that? Because that's what I think Kobe would be bordering. Well, not bordering. He'd be way fucking worse. What am I talking about?
I think they also called Kobe toxic too with his leadership style.
Yeah, I feel like they would be like, "Who the hell do you think you are? XYZ's better." And on top of that, you're not even that good, bro. You're inefficient. I feel like they be cooking. But yeah, what do you feel about like their perception on like guys like Tatum then? Because that's where I would like push back if anything.
Today's society will condemn anybody for being confident or saying what they're supposed to say. That's what I would raise you. We do this every year. Last year it was, John, are you fine in the West? Is that true, John? Are you fine? Like, oh, John, you're not fine. He's fine in the West. Are you serious? Like, that's just the society we live in. It doesn't matter who that player is. They're gonna when LeBron said, you know what, fuck it, I am the GOAT. You said it? You said you the GOAT? What? It don't matter who the player is. So that's what I would raise you. You raise
You're
me.
good. You're right. No debate.
I will raise you every year since we've been born. Any nigga that quotes himself in basketball and says anything, niggas attack.
Fair enough. You're right.